Yo, good day, and welcome to another episode of RoadFS Detail Memoirs. I'm Jody.
And I'm Rod Pusey, and we are super excited about this because the cat is finally out of the bag, baby. And we got Jamie Buchanan from Visual Perfection, Glyptone, and Dirty Old Cars. And you know what I noticed today, Jamie, is before you even get started, you got dirty, you got old, and you got cars.
Look at that. Hey, we've made the trifecta today, baby. We made that trifecta for sure.
It is a trifecta, man. I'm telling you, man, there's so many exciting things happening for you, the Visual Perfection team, of course, Glyptone. I mean, just to be selected as one of the stars of Dirty Old Cars, and we gotta be honest. Yeah, you were the star.
My man, I appreciate that. Listen, the other guys were great. You know what I mean? They're good dudes, man. But listen, how can you compete with this? I'm just saying.
How can you compete?
So yes, my kids, it was funny because my kids watched it and they go, are those three really like that? And I go, no, yes. That's actually subdued. They were holding back their personality. I said, wait till they unleash it. Wait till we get full Jamie.
When they give us full reign, we're there, man.
Oh, and it's going to be so much fun. And I think the fun started when you submitted to be selected. So I think a lot of people don't realize what it takes to even be selected. And so I thought it would be fun to share what you submitted as your submission video for the History Channel to go, is Jamie the right guy or not? So here we go. Check this out, guys.
Why would anyone want to do a show about Jamie and Visual Perfection? Listen, if you're looking for honest, it's honest. If you're looking for real, it's really real. And when you love them first and you sacrifice your time, your talent, your career to make them understand how great that they can be. They called us up and said, listen, you've been in long enough. We're going to go ahead and swear you in to be a Mafia member. And I said, man, I ain't never been mean to nobody a day in my life. I don't know what it means to be in the Mafia. Listen, it's going to be animated. It's going to be charismatic. It's going to be straight popped as well. Listen, it's going to be straight from the engine to the exhaust tip. There's going to be no cat. There's going to be no muffler. We got these brand new Ferraris, Festivas. I started out with one. People want to know about what we was going to drive to pick up their cars. And I thought, what better than to have a bunch of Easter eggs, man? Listen, you can't imagine how many people come by here every day. Listen, we have them from laying on the couch to helping them with their marriage, to talking to them about their kids, to fixing sheetrock mud, to doing plumbing, to doing building, and then we might work on your car. The faster you get them in, the faster you can get them out. But now you can see there's nothing here, but on Monday, it'll look like a bunch of gnats flying around here by about 10:30. So the craziest thing about me that you probably wouldn't know, I'm actually a youth minister at a church. And I have a lot of people look at me and say, but you have all these tattoos. This is where Mr. Miyagi does his work on Danielson's car. So what drives me after 26 years? And listen, I know it doesn't look like I've been detailing cars for 26 years. So listen, what drives me after 26 years is something that we've lost. Everybody goes in to look at their hours and count their money. What I look at is customer service and being the best that I can possibly be today for you. So now behind me in this building right here is where we do dealership work. Why would I want to work with my family when everybody else says don't do business with family or friends? Listen, who better would I want to share my life with than my family and my friends? The lights, the floor. Now we have the camera, but here we have the action. So you have no clue how many people is going to come through here. And it's going to be a wide range and a wide variety, but baby, you're going to be entertained.
Boom!
That's what I'm talking about.
You're going to be entertained, brother.
So we haven't really shared this, but we had a really great opportunity. Really appreciate. We got to be down there for the filming of one or two of the episodes, and might see our bald little heads in there. But it was really fun to see that process and watch some of the stuff. And man, I'm telling you right now, if you thought the first couple of cars were dirty and nasty, wait till you get I was gagging. The white Honda, just keep that in mind, the white Honda. But so the question that I have for you on this whole thing is, how did this affect your regular day-to-day operations in the business?
Oh, so you guys have been here. We have like the ultimate Avengers here. All my guys stepped up to the plate now and kind of took over a lot of the workload, unless it was like the specialty jobs, the tear parts, ceramics, stuff like that. Now look, we worked 6 days a week, about 17 hours a day for 8 weeks. Now, 12 of those hours from 8 to 8 would be for the TV production. After that, we had to finish the TV production if we had to finish a car because we had 2 days, or we would finish customer work because we had to keep things moving. So,
yep,
the team did great. The guys on the show did exceptionally well. Listen, there's some nights we didn't leave till midnight or 1 o'clock, and we had to be back by 6:30 in the morning. And now that's full-on manual labor. That's not just hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, you're grinding. Yeah, you were grinding.
Yeah. Well, I know the one day we were there, Jody and I posted a picture of me and Jody helping you in the dark polish out a car for a dealer that you had the next day. So,
yes,
I mean, you were digging at the bottom of the barrel for that right there. I'm just saying.
Yes. Oh no, listen, that was like, I can't believe I hadn't received a bill for all y'all's buffing skills. Like, I've been waiting for the invoice to come through, but it hadn't made it yet. I don't know if the carrier pigeon got lost or what, but I'm just waiting.
So one of the things that was really fun for us is, the producers of the show, Dirty Old Cars, they're going to you and they're like, how do you find these cars? And, you would go off with them. They'd send off a crew and look at another car. And then we got to go and look at one of these cars. And I'm like, I don't even want to open the door.
Yeah. True.
And so it's really fun because you're taking, and he mentions the white Honda. I'm thinking about Swamp Thing.
I know what you're thinking about.
Wow. Yeah, man. Good night. Wow.
I know. It was like so crazy. So let's talk about that experience of interacting with your customers, selecting the cars. How was your customers receiving being a part of the show?
Oh, so there was one lady that actually drove up, and she was just really ecstatic about her car that she had gotten done. Well, she came in, she was talking about it, she was happy with the results, and she had never been here. You know what I mean? And she came in, told her story, and then she ended up staying like an hour and a half, and they interviewed her, and they actually put her in one of the episodes, and she was just ecstatic. Like, she was telling all of her friends at work, and people were texting, and people were posting on social media, and they thought it was really cool. And you guys know how it is when you're here and we're in the parking lot. Like, they're going by and blowing, they stop, we're waving, and it just got to be so many that it's almost like you just had to keep your hand up. You know what I mean? Like, you just held your hand up.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, because we've talked to you about that before, and we've been down there before, before this. But I mean, literally, you talk about that a lot, where you say, people go by and wave and honk and all that stuff. I mean, we had people patting us on the back. We went with some of your guys to pick up some cars, and they're like, "Oh, you work with Jamie? You work with Jamie?" I mean, you're like the ambassador for Morganton. I mean, you're.
Yeah, they tell me I should run for mayor. They tell me I would be a shoo-in. But I told them, look, I had too many responsibilities. I couldn't take on one more.
That's right.
Yeah, I can just see you running the council meeting as mayor. All right, Big Daddy, let's go. We're going to solve some problems today.
What you got today? Let's get it. Oh, my God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So going through this experience, right, it's giving Morganton a lot of exposure. It's giving you a lot of exposure. It's giving Glyptone. You're an ambassador of Glyptone, so we got to give a shout out to them and their incredible team. What is it? What have you guys learned along the process as a team? Because, I mean, you're taking on a huge responsibility of being part of the show, but also trying to run your own business.
Yeah. Wow. We've learned we need more help. How's that? We're wearing everybody out, and you can see that. We're trying to expand. Everything's so expensive right now. We're still trying to expand and put things in different places. We're trying to hire some more office help, so, and we have a lot of people wanting to be on the team. It's just finding that right person to be on the team.
Yeah, because you think about the traditional job description. It's a fast-paced environment. It's an insane environment in general. Detailing is an insane environment, but you have so many different things going on that, a lot of people will do dealership work and that's all they do. Or a lot of people will do customer work and that's all they will do. And those are two different animals, but you jump in and out of that, on a moment's notice. I'm just going to say, when we were standing there one day, you had a guy that rolled in a stretched out custom bike, back tire about that wide.
Yeah,
you had to do some touch up on him. 30 seconds later, your dad rolled in with a car from a dealer and you had to deal with, we need to get this out today, but they only paid this much for it. So this is what you need to do on that one. There's a film crew and there was a woman picking up her car all within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate it. The ADD kicks in and you just go, but a lot of people, I think when they look at that, they would think that is unmanageable. But I think part of it, honestly, is 100% is your personality. And I think that's what people don't see, that's the genuine you. You want to help people out. If somebody walked in and said, hey, I'm having trouble with my plumbing, you literally would stop and help them figure out their plumbing.
We'd ride to the house. I'd say, where are we going? I'd just jump in there. We'd figure it out. Or we would call a guy, oh no, I got this guy. He can do this, just listen, we all got to live life together. We all got to get to our final destination. And I just want to help everybody in my community that I can possibly help.
Well, and I think that's one of the things, going back to the intro tape, the tryout tape that you sent, right? One of the things that you said, why would I want to work with my family and friends? Right.
Yeah.
And I love your response, because it's like, who else would I not want to share this journey of not only building a business, but more importantly, serving people that I love.
Yes.
And I asked you, when we were back there, I asked you, what is this going to mean for you and your business? And you said it's going to enable me to serve more people.
Yeah, that's 100% true, man. 100% true.
Well, and it really is true that you guys, you got Emily in the office and your grandson, he's already starting out. You got to start training him on day one. And Jamie has started the training on day one. You hold him up there, you turn him upside down, butt on the car, circular motion.
Yes.
And then, so you got Emily and you got your dad, you got Caleb, you got everybody in there is like family. And that's how they talk about you. We've been on site in other places, right? We go to all kinds of customers' locations. We go to all kinds of sites. And a lot of times you get somebody, you can just kind of tell they're not real happy. The boss will leave the room and they're like, there was none of that, man. The guys are happy to be there. They're excited. It's a super exciting environment to be in. And I think that there's a whole lot of things that, prior to this even happening, your business was already successful. You own a half a city block, for crying out loud. It's a beautiful location, and you've got that. I think you have the right attitude of helping people out. It's not taking their money. It's helping them out.
Yes, that's for sure. But yeah, we're, and I can't say it enough that a lot of people try to come in, sell you a package. They try to give you the add-ons of what they would want to sell you. And what you do is you bring your car here, you show me your problem. I'll tell you how we're going to fix it. I'll give you my time so you can understand what my talent is. And then when they come in, they're like, well, why don't you give me this and this and this? Let's just go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Because they understand that we're only there to help. We're only there to fix whatever their needs are.
Right. And that actually is true. Like when I was talking about the kid that came in with the motorcycle, he had thrown some chain lube all over everywhere. And you didn't take you very long, but you went out there and just cleaned it up. And he tried to pay you, and you're like, no. And like 30 seconds later, it's like, well, I'm going to bring my Jeep in next week. So it's going to come back to you, right? With whatever you reach out, it's going to come back to you double.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. That's for sure. And and people know, and you're going to see from the show, and they're going to hear it from you, and you guys know firsthand that you'll see that genuineness of, you don't do it expecting anything in return, and they give you everything in return, but it's not why you do it. You do it so you can help them. And then they, in return, they reciprocate that freely and gladly to help you.
So let's talk about the filming process, right? Because I think a lot of people see, they watch Dirty Old Cars and they assume what's going on. What has that filming process been like, working with the History Channel team, working with your team?
Oh, man, listen, everybody has been just truly so kind and gracious. That's the best words I can use. They were so helpful. They were so vested. I guess that's the best word I can use, because, so look here, they came in. Now look, they're from Hollywood. All of these guys are from the big city, right? Nobody's from Podunk town. So they don't understand the small town mentality. Look, they come in. I mean, the second night they're here, these are 12 people. We cater a supper at my house. I bring in one of my kids that does barbecue. So we had a barbecue truck there, and they're like, and we're like, oh, this is how we live, man. This is how we take care of each other. And they're like, oh, okay. And they ate, they had a good time. And the next day you could see them like something different about the dynamic here. And look, by day 4 on Thursday, everybody was locked in, man. Their whole team, our whole team, and the dynamic kind of switched. And it wasn't really a job after that. It was, how can I help you? I'm going to make sure that we give you everything that we can give you, so you can give everything to the network, so we can get the most content for the show. And they were just, they were amazing, man. And these people were from all over. You had Vermont, you had Georgia, you had New York, you had Wilmington, Raleigh, Charlotte. They were from everywhere, man. And it was just like we was one big family, and everybody was just, oh, I'll get this. No, let me do that. Oh, they were fully locked on. It didn't even seem like a job. They loved to come here. They loved to interact with us. They loved every part of it, man.
Yeah. And by the time we came in there and saw those last couple of episodes, as soon as we walked in the door, they were shaking our hands, and, you introduced us, and, by the time it was lunchtime, they're like, can we get you some lunch? What can we do for you? And it was, you could tell it was, they were having a good time. They liked it. So
they got to experience that small town, hometown feel.
Yeah.
And they were just all about it, man. They said, and I'll tell you this, and this was said by 2 or 3 of them. They said, it's refreshing to know there's still people like that in the world. And there's still neighborhoods like this in the world, because that's how I saw it. And that's how I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And there really is power of sharing hometown North Carolina, right? I think a lot of times we have these images of what Hollywood's like, what Morganton's like, what Boise, Idaho's like, right? And it's amazing what happens when you break bread with people, when you invite them into your house, when you invite them into your business, and you go, you know what? We are here to serve you. We're here to make your job easier and more enjoyable. And I think that's one of the things that, as I'm thinking about other detail business owners, one of the things that they can take away from your experiences, if you really want to connect and build brand loyalty, you have to connect with the customer.
You do, man. You have to show them that they're the most important priority. They are important to you. You're transparent, and I'm here to help you. That's it.
Right.
Now
it has to be genuine.
There you go.
Yeah,
and they know.
Yeah.
People know.
Yeah.
People know right out of the gate.
People see right through it. So I have a question for you. So you have season 1 in the books. right?
Yep.
Last night was the first episode.
2. I saw 2.
Or 2
back
episodes.
to back.
That's right.
2
Back-to-back episodes.
Yep.
How many episodes do we have to look forward to? And have you started filming season 2?
Nope, we haven't got that okay yet. They said it would take about 3 weeks.
Hey, Caleb.
Nope.
What up?
Rod and Jody, bring me the computer. So I had to come in the back. There was some customers coming in, and now I've came back here to the back, but I've had to unplug the computer. So he's bringing me the charger, and I'm looking for a charge because I got like 4%. So I'm like, yeah, this thing's not, Caleb. Is there a plug right behind me? But yes, I'm trying to keep it rolling. So Caleb found me the charger. Now he's gonna plug it in. I'll plug the computer up. We'll keep rolling. I think I'm down to like 3%. Now, is there one back there?
So you're hoping to do season 2. You're in talks for season 2. How many episodes are in season 1?
There's 20 episodes. There's 20 30-minute episodes. We are actually
awesome.
14 of the 20. We've kind of been front loaded just because our crew was very gracious and they have a lot of content. Like we have a lot of funny banter going back and forth. We have a lot of things going on and happening. So it's like, yeah, we need to use this. We need to front fill this as much as we can. And look, that's not taking anything away from the other guys. It's just what they told us.
That's cool. I wondered last night because on the 2 episodes they showed, it was you and Reds and then you and the other guy. So you were twice,
Yeah.
They were one.
Yeah. They told us again, not knocking the other guys, man, because I know Aaron, he's a cool cat, man. And I don't know the other guys at all. I've never met those in the industry. But they just said we had a great dynamic. We had a lot of funny, and you could tell that we were just some genuine people that knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So looking back, right, and going through this experience, what is this something that you would recommend for other guys to try to do, or is it a big burden? Is it a big load on your team?
Listen, man, it's heavy. It's heavy to carry it, man. If you got to, and you guys know our operation, like you said, there's people that do dealerships, there's people that do individuals, there's people that do ceramics. We do it all. Doesn't make any difference. And then you have that much of a dynamic of, between all the stores, 1,200 cars a month, and now you're taking out your whole day for 5 or 6 days a week, and then you have to still get that many cars done because people are counting on you. So,
yeah,
it's. I don't want to say it's a money maker. Maybe it will. Maybe it takes off. Maybe people love it. Maybe the dynamic is great. They said they have no idea what the magic sauce or the magic juice is. They were just like, if people are receptive, then they're receptive. If they're not, they're not. But we'll know in about 3 or 4 weeks. But
I can tell you the magic sauce. That's you, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell it, baby. Listen, I was thinking that. I was just waiting on you to say it so I can say
right.
it.
Yeah, well, and I think it's your whole team in there too. I mean, you guys, you've got a really good team. I mean, there's a lot of people that have employees. You have family members and people that are a team that want it to succeed. Everybody there wants it to succeed. So
that's right.
One of the things that we want to hit on here is you're not just Jamie Buchanan, dynamic movie star. You are Jamie Buchanan, the ambassador for Glyptone. And I did not know this until we talked to you that Glyptone is like over 50-year-old company.
Yeah, actually, 75 years this year.
Wow. That's insane.
5 years. Good quality. You go ahead, guys. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, what is it about Glyptone that has made them last that long in the industry?
So they have their own in-house chemist, okay? And just the passion and the integrity behind them. Like Bob Phillips and Dave. They have a lot of passion. They're brothers, man. They have a lot of love for the industry. I mean, man, they're phenomenal. They have a good team. So, the guys at Glyptone have not been privileged to be put into the forefront, so to speak. P&S was kind of in the background, and Rennie came along, and now P&S is really, really growing. I'm hoping that this TV show, our experience and our leverage that we will have will really be able to showcase them, because they put a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and they're so easy to work with. And you call in, you can talk to one of them. It's not 9 to get whatever, and you get somebody off in another country. You get them, and you get to talk to them, and they can get you stuff like that, man.
Yeah, well, we're gonna actually do a whole podcast about Glyptone with you. I've been speaking with Jay, and we're gonna do a whole section on Glyptone, because I think it's an unbelievable company to be in business that long and to be family owned. And I mean, we met you guys, and then we met the two guys at SEMA, and so we're gonna do some stuff with Glyptone and have an entire podcast on that. So
I think one of the things, reflecting back on that meeting at SEMA with the owners of Glyptone, not only were they two brothers that were very committed to each other, to the business, they really kind of fit your kind of family approach, right? But you bring a dynamic and a boisterousness that is fun and exciting. And I think that's really going to lend a lot to the Glyptone brand. And we're excited to see what happens with you, with 30 Old Cars, and of course, Glyptone. Well, like Rod said, we're going to have you do a special episode just about them.
Great. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, man. We kind of have the same roots, meaning family-oriented, hard work, dedicated, but care about the industry and care about what they're doing. They don't just care about the bottom line. So they're really, really fun. And we were just like, you know what I mean? We hit it off amazingly.
That's awesome. So, well, we know you are super, super busy, so we want to be considerate of your time. Is there any last little nuggets of wisdom that you'd like to share from this experience of being on Dirty Old Cars and bringing your team on board with you?
Man, I would just say that it's the experience. I kind of attest it to life, meaning, look, don't wish for the end, meaning I just wish that I was like so-and-so, or I had this. Enjoy that journey all the way through. Look, we had such a great time with all these people. Look, we have made such good friends with everybody on the TV crew, everybody in the industry of Hollywood, everybody in the History Channel, our team and their team, Glyptone. Like, it's like, oh my God, man. Like, thank you for allowing me to have that experience. You know what I mean? Like, it's been great, man. I mean, it's been great. So just live life to the fullest every day, man, and enjoy where you're at. Because listen, I promise you the season will change. And it can be for the good or for the bad. So just enjoy the season, learn what you got to learn from it, and keep it moving, man.
Yep.
That's
well,
awesome.
This has been awesome, Jamie. Hopefully we can get you on for some other episodes to talk about them, have people do some questions and answers about the show. If you have any questions, shoot them to Jamie Buchanan, Visual Perfection Detailing, Morganton, North Carolina. You can send them to us. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell all your friends, your dogs, your cats. It helps us keep this going and helps us do some more on-site stuff. And we will talk to you the next time we have you on about Dirty Old Cars.
Yes, sir. Listen, good to see you, boys.
All
yes,
right,
sir.
man. And I'm not sure if we're going to see you next week at Mobile Tech Expo, but if not, we can't wait to see you at that.
You going to be there?
Yes, sir.
Daddy.
I'll be there, so I will see you for sure.
Awesome. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll check you guys next week at Mobile Tech Expo.
That's right. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.